happen twice, but it did. Another late start. Son of a biscuit, man. Well, at least I didn't miss too much of the first quarter, actually. No, I didn't. I missed the first 5 minutes. Well, in any case, we're here. Saturday Night Football, week number 16, and we got a big NFC North battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. First place in the division is at stake. Last time these two teams faced off was a couple of weeks ago. The Packers won with a game-winning interception at Lambeau. Now, tables have turned, tides have turned, and they are now facing off in Soldier Field in Chicago. Currently, the Packers have possession of the football, and they are going for it on a fourth down. So let's go ahead and call this play before we get into the preliminaries here. So 4th and 1 for the Packers from the Chicago 7, and an incomplete pass thrown to Christian Watson. Well, that was short-lived for that possession. It is Bears football. But anyways, yeah, had a hard time parking in front of our house. I won't go into too much details about that because I stressed myself over something that I really shouldn't have. Not to mention the fact that I also got some ice cream that was melting, so I had to hurry up and get in here quick. Also, I had to create the thumbnail for this stream because apparently I didn't have it ready in advance. Not to mention the overlay I had to do. I had a lot to do before the start of this stream, but thankfully, we made it. And, well, it's been a scoreless battle so far. 0-0. I would say defensive dominance, but then again, I didn't see the first 5 minutes of the game, so I couldn't tell you. One thing I can tell you, though, is this team is done. Officially done. I already knew their season was over when they lost to Minnesota on Sunday, but it is confirmed officially that the Cowboys are now eliminated from playoff contention. You know why? Because the Eagles beat the Commanders. It was a 24-18 ball game, but it was just not meant to be. Eagles absolutely kicking the crap out of the Commanders. Marcus Mariota getting hurt during that game. They had to start a third stringer because Jaden Daniels was done for the year. And the Eagles just ran away with it. Commanders, I think, rallied to try to make an effort at the end, but it just didn't matter. So with the reason I say the Cowboys are out is with the Eagles winning that last game, they've won the division. And for the first time in who knows how long, there is a repeat NFC East winner. The Eagles have won it in back-to-back years. And if all teams to do it, it'd have to be the fucking Eagles. Now they're really going to taunt the shit out of us now. But that's a whole nother story. Chicago will now take over from their own 8-yard line. They will start with a handoff to DeAndre Swift. He will take it to the 14-yard line, a gain of 6. So I'm noticing is it just me or is the light on this webcam too bright? Or is that how we've always been rolling this whole time? Okay, that light was no good. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. 2nd down and 8. Handoff to the other running back, Al Monangai, and he'll pick up the first down for Chicago with a big burst of speed. All right, first down now from their own 24 for Chicago. Caleb Williams looking over the middle, threading the needle and making the catch threading the needle and making the catch. They will pick up the first down. Walker, the receiver. Well, here's hoping. I would like to see Chicago back in the postseason for once. First down from the 39. Williams out to his left. Pressure coming. He runs with it. And he will be forced out of bounds for a gain of 9. And we have an injured Bear on the field, and that looks to be DJ Moore. Oh, a collision with Nixon has put Moore on the ground. Good Lord, that was a hard hit. That's going to be quite the development. DJ Moore heading to the sideline under his own power. Second down and 1. Williams throws to his left. Wide open and reaching forward. Olamide Zaccheaus into Packers territory. First down, Chicago. Boy, had Zaccheaus not really reached out for it, that might have been overthrown. First down for the Bears. First down. Here's a toss to Moore. Moore able to pick up the first down despite taking a hit earlier. Gets back out on the field and makes a play for the Bears as he continues to move the chains. And they keep gaining momentum. On first down, handoff to DeAndre Swift. Past the 10, down to about the 7. Gain of 6 by Swift. Second and 4 from the 7. Swift gets another handoff, but this time the Packers wrap him up, and he'll only pick up 1 yard. We'll bring up third down. All right, third down and 4. They'll try again with Swift on the left side. Swift's going to make an effort. It's going to depend on the spot. And he looks to be just short. It'll be 4th and inches. Or actually 4th and 1. They rule him a full yard short. Either way, though, I wouldn't be surprised if the Bears went for this. Here we go, 4th and 1 from the 4, and they are going to go for it. Oh, they fumbled the snap. Monangai gets back on it, but it is a disaster of a play as on 4th down. The snap is too high. Monangai cannot secure it. Gets back on it and goes down way behind the 20-yard line. And the Packers take over. Oh, and Monangai was set to take the direct snap, but it was too high. Oversnapped. A fumble recovered by Monangai, but it doesn't change the fact that it's a turnover on downs. The Packers will take over. It was snapped over the head of Monangai, and there was nothing really he could do. Also, wow, okay, this is real. Well, so a lot of people probably don't know. Actually, I'm not going to say anything yet. First down for the Packers from their own 21-yard line. Pass sales incomplete for Fitzpatrick. Yeah, well over Monangai's head, man. He had no chance to make that play on 4th down. And wow, apparently that wasn't even that was the Bears' opening drive. I didn't realize the Packers had taken that long while I was setting up for one drive. I thought it was their second one, but nope. I was wrong. So the Packers and the Bears each just had their opening drives, and they exchanged turnovers on downs. So it has been defensive dominance. If it was an opening drive that caused it was caught and then ended up with a turnover on downs, yeah, I can understand why. All right, 3rd down and 6 as Jacobs picks up 4 on the 2nd down carry. Love under pressure. Man, nobody even trying to rush him. He'll easily pick up the 1st down. at the 33-yard line. Boy, I don't know what the Bears defenders were doing, trying to just giving Love room to run away, basically. That was just weird. On first down, Love throws for Romeo Doubs, and he's got it. First down, Green Bay. Survives the ground. That is a catch. Both feet are in. Romeo Doubs gives the Packers a first down. Jeez. On first down from the 46-yard line, they hand off to Josh Jacobs again. He'll take it to midfield. All right, second down at 6. Coming up we're in the final 90 seconds of quarter number 1. Give to Jacobs. Jacobs with a little bit of running room, and he'll barely pick up the first down. Packers keep the drive going. Final minute now of the first quarter. Now they're in Bears territory. From the 43-yard line. Fake to Emmanuel Wilson. Love out to his left. Throws it up. It is caught by Watson. Did he get both feet in? No, he did not. No, he did not. It is an incomplete pass. Let's take a look here. Wait a minute. Did that left toe tap? That left foot did it tap in? Oh, no, not from that angle. The right foot was in, but the left one wasn't, so that is an incomplete pass. It looked from the first angle that they provided that he did have the left foot in, but the second one confirmed that it wasn't. Just had one foot in, and it wasn't enough, so it is an incomplete pass. On second down, Love throws wide open. Romeo Doubs. First down at the 23. And that should take us to the end of the first quarter. He does it again. So far in this game, we've seen Romeo Doubs move the chains more than any other Packers player. Holy cow! Is that a Dory Jackson on top of the pile? Or on top of a pile during one of the replays. Good Lord. Either way, first quarter is over and we're scoreless. So I could have very well missed the first quarter of this game and wouldn't have mattered anyway. All right, I got to adjust my antenna because the signal on this game is crap. Literal dog water. Okay, should be good, but I'm not gonna be hopeful on that. I will say, while I did have stresses here during the stream, or prior to preparing it and just getting here on time, I have had a run of a lifetime on the online casino. Crown Coins especially. I won't disclose the amount, but I will say it is massive. I've been on a tear, and it's going to really help. I got a payment that I have to pay here very soon, and I just got really lucky. These online casino winnings are going to help tremendously. It's all in one big cash out, and it will be on the way. Again, not going to disclose the amount for safety reasons. It's because I don't want anybody to. It's because I don't want anybody to get some ideas, you know? All I will say is that it's a big cash out. That's it. So moving swiftly along. Hope everybody has had a fantastic Saturday. This is the last full Saturday I have. I went to work. Hell, this was the last full week of work because it's going to be weird. But next week I'm only going to be I'm going to be heading to work for just 2 days, Monday and Tuesday. After that, Christmas break will officially be underway, and we'll have lots of streams on the way. I'll still have to go to church on Christmas Day, so we won't be seeing the Cowboys-Commanders game, although, let's just be honest, that means nothing considering both teams are out of the playoffs anyway, so really doesn't make a difference. All right, first down for the Packers as we start the second quarter. Love will toss to Jacobs, try to set up a screen, and he'll pick up 7 yards on the carry. So I put this Cowboys polo on for nothing. Maybe, you know what? It looks good on me, so at least in my opinion. I know someone in the chat's going to be like, no, it doesn't. Anyways. So the ice cream flavors I grabbed from the store, nothing too basic. It's just cookies and cream and vanilla. But the way Blue Bell makes it, chef's kiss. Here's Jacobs on 2nd and 2. Takes it to the 10 and out of bounds at the 10. Another Packers first down. And it's all of a sudden 1st and goal. All right, 1st and goal from the 9. Love to Jacobs. Has blockers. And he runs out of room at the 6. Brought down to the 5. It'll be 2nd and goal. All right. Packers are looking to try to continue their active streak of 18 straight touchdowns on goal-to-go offense. 2nd and goal from the 5. Love, quick throw, dropped! Off the hands of Emmanuel Wilson. And that now brings up 3rd and goal. Slips off of his hands, off of his helmet, and he never looked for it after that. The sail incomplete. And a timeout taken as the whistles blow. Is that a backward pass? I don't know. That looked to be 4, but they moved them back to the 8 because apparently that incomplete pass turned out to be a backward pass in the live ball. 3rd and goal from the 8. Love, incomplete! Christian Watson, the intended receiver, in double coverage, could not haul it in, and it's fourth down. Oh, he threw it well past Watson's reach, so the streak of active touchdown, the longest active streak for touchdowns on goal to go offense for the Packers is going to be snapped. They'll stay at 18 straight as they're going to send out Brandon McManus for a field goal. Here's McManus for a 26-yard attempt to end the scoreless drought. McManus's kick is good. And the Packers strike first in this rematch of this NFC North clash. Okay. So here we go. It is kickoff time as the Bears will now look to try to get themselves on the board. Boy, the wind is strong in Chicago. They don't call it the Windy City for nothing. Boy, that wind is no joke. Oh, God. The football can't even stay on the stand. Someone's going to have to hold it. Jesus Christ. Oh, my God. That is... Well, no wonder it's 20-mile-per-hour winds in Chicago. Golly. Well, there we go. The kick is away. Lord have mercy. That's hilarious. Here's the return. Hold on, a chance to make a save down at the 37, and there, that'll be where he gets tackled at. Oh, Blackwell. Thought he would have broken away for a good return, but got tackled quickly. What can I say? All right, so Packers will start inside their own 35. Bears start inside their own 35. Uh-oh. And we got an injury on the Packers side. Gonna take an injury timeout. Not sure entirely who that is. But he is down. Oh, excuse me. I burped. I don't know if the mic picked it up or not. Okay. Not really much to say during these commercial breaks, you know. Well, looks like 53 of the Packers is heading to the locker room, to the blue tent. First down for Chicago. Handoff to Monin guy. He'll take it down to the 42-yard line. Second and 5. Williams will throw to Monin guy, and he'll be denied the first down. Third down and 1. Give to Monin guy. He'll burst through for the first down and more. Past the 50 to the Packers' 47-yard line. On first down, Williams under pressure. Incomplete. And there's a flag down as well. And there was holding on Valentine of the Packers defense. That's going to give the Bears a first down. On first down, Williams throws incomplete for DJ Moore. Tossed to Monigan on second down. Wrestled down at the 41-yard line. And there are flags down as there is a false start. And that's going to give the Bears a 3rd and 13 now. Third and 13. Williams flushed out. Throws it away. Couldn't really find anybody, if we're being honest. Well, that's going to force a 4th down, and the Bears, I think, will punt this away. Yeah, Bears are well out of field goal range, so they got to kick this away. Torrey Taylor to punt it away. Romeo Dobbs back to receive. And it'll bounce out of bounds, and that is going to be at the 2-yard line. Oh, buddy. Packers are not going to have good field position on this drive, that's for sure. Well, Can't believe I'm saying this, but look at the temperature in my area right now. 81. 81 degrees is the temperature here in my area. Crazy. Here in Texas, it is super hot. 80-degree weather in December. All right, pick up a 5 on a first down. Second and 5. Toss to Christian Watson, and he will pick up the first down. And the Packers move the chains. All right. First down from their own 18-yard line for the Packers. Love. Sacked! Flag is down as well. Love might have taken a shot. It might be unnecessary roughness on Chicago. Oh, Love is hurt. Packers get a first down by penalty, but Jordan Love is hurt. Oh boy, guys. This is not good news for Packers fans. As if Micah Parsons' torn ACL last week wasn't bad enough when they faced Denver. Now Jordan Love is hurt. And he has not gotten up. This is trouble for Green Bay. They are trying to make a playoff run here. And two of their biggest aspects on both sides of the ball have suffered injuries. We had Micah Parsons last week go down with a torn ACL in Denver. Now Love took a big shot on the sack that actually got negated because of the penalty. The Packers will get a first down, but that's not what matters. What matters is that Love has not recovered from the shot he took. He's still down. He was still down on the ground when they cut to commercial. If Love can't get back out there, who would it be at quarterback for Green Bay? Let me see. Not going to assume the worst, but just so I have an idea. Ooh. If Love can't get back out there, Malik Willis would be in at quarterback. And that would be a huge downgrade. No disrespect to Willis, because he is a solid backup quarterback, but going up against that tough Bears defense and after what we just witnessed with the sack on Love, man. Well, there's a relieving sight to see. Love able to get to the sideline under his own power as he runs into the sideline, but he's heading to the blue tent to get evaluated. But I wouldn't be surprised if Love returned out on the field. For now, though, while Love is getting checked out, we are going to see Malik Willis at quarterback. He's had a 3-2 career record, so he's had a solid roll as the backup. Packers have a first down at the 32. Willis hands off to Emmanuel Wilson. Just going to pick up 3 yards. That is it. Excuse me. 2nd and 6. Another handoff. And Emmanuel Wilson will be stopped just a yard shy of first down yardage. Oh boy, and Love heading over to the locker room after being evaluated. Oh, Lord have mercy. He may be questionable to return with whatever injury he sustained. So looks like we're going to see Willis out there for quarterback, at least for the rest of this half. We'll see what developments unfold as the game goes on. 3rd down and 1 for the Packers from their own 41-yard line. Another handoff to Jacobs. Denied! Just short of the first down. May have gotten a half a yard, if anything. But he is just short. 4th and 1. Offense is staying out there. They are going to line up to go for it. Do they try to get Chicago to jump, or are they actually going to go for this? And they just called the timeout. They already burned their first one. Now they have their second one that they just burned. Only one left in their pocket with 5:52 remaining in the half. So as it stands right now, Dallas is no longer in the playoff picture, in the hunt. Only the Lions and Panthers are. Rams at number 5 clinched the playoff berth with their Seahawks clinched the playoff berth with their win over the Rams on Thursday. Division leaders right now are the Eagles, Seahawks, Eagles, Bears, and Bucks. Here we go, 4th and 1. They are going to go for it. Willis on the keeper. He's going to pick up the first down and more. Past midfield into Chicago territory. Malik Willis proving he can show a little bit of mobility. First down for the Packers. On first down, Willis going for his first throw, or is he going to run again? He will! He slides near the 40-yard line, may have passed it. It's going to be 2nd down. Second and 3, give to Wilson, picks up the first down inside the 35. right, first down from the 33. And that is going to be Brooks taking it to the 29. All right, 2nd and 6. Willis throws. Caught by Dontavian Wicks. He's going to be short of the first down. First down from the 23. It turned out he did pick up the first down. Here is Wilson again, down to the 18. Okay, it's now 2nd down. Oh, they got big heaters over there on the sideline. And the Bears now bring their first time out as we're outside of 2 minutes. Second and 6. Wilson on the right side. Room to run. First down and goal inside the 5. The Packers gaining momentum as if Love never left. And we are now the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain in this first half of this clash, and it's a 3-0 ball game. Love is questionable to return, at least for what it seems. And Packers gaining some momentum here as if Love never left. So we'll see if they can punch it in. That's really all we can do. All right. So it's 1st and goal for the Packers from the 5 of the Bears with 2 minutes remaining. Bears have 2 timeouts left. Packers have 1. Willis. End zone. Incomplete. Broken up for Romeo Doubs. A perfectly designed play, just a bad result. And did I just see Jordan Love coming back out there? I might have just been tripping, but Love might be able to get back out there. Maybe I'm just seeing things. Yeah, I was seeing things because Willis is still out there. 2nd and goal. Hand out to Jacobs. Will get wrapped up for just a gain of 1. It's now 3rd and goal. I think a timeout taken. Yep, Bears use the timeout. Their 2nd one. 1:50 remaining, and it's now 3rd and goal. Wow, they barely made any progress. Only picked up a half a yard on the carry by Jacobs. Okay, 3rd down and goal. Willis. Pressure. End zone. Incomplete for Christian Watson. Wow. Once they picked up that 1st down, the progress just halted. Bears defense toughened up. They're like a brick wall, not letting anything get past them. 2 incompletions and a run that barely picked up anything. As yet again, they got to send out Brandon McManus for a field goal. This one's a 22-yard attempt. It's snap, good hold, and it is good. So the Packers take a 6-0 lead with 1:41 left. The Bears are going to get an opportunity to possess it with 1:41 to go. And 1 timeout at their disposal. Whew. All right. See what the Bears will try to do here again with 1:41 left. it is literally freezing in Chicago. 32 degrees the temperature, while here we are in Texas, over 50 degrees hotter than over there. God, don't like the heat, man. The fact that we're at 81 degrees right now, when a few days ago we were like at freezing temperatures ourselves. Touchback taken by Chicago on the kickoff. First down for the Bears. Williams throws. Is going to be caught for the first down. From the 49. Williams out to his left. Throws it away. 1:13 remaining, second down. Oh, there's none here. Dadgummit. No, that one's not good enough. On second down, Williams. Side throw. Pass is caught. Olamide Zaccheaus. Down to the 45 of the Packers, but it's 3rd and 4. Williams throws incomplete for Cole Kmet. And that will be 4th down with 51 seconds left. Don't imagine they go for it here. Not at this stage. Well, turns out I'm wrong, because they are going for it. 4th and 4. And they're going to take the timeout. No, they take the delay game. Never mind. Just trying to get the Packers to jump, and of course it doesn't work. Now they'll punt it. Here's the punt. Dobbs awaits it. Fair catches it at the 8-yard line. And we have a fight breaking down at the 30-yard line. But it gets de-escalated before things can get too serious. It wasn't really a fight. It was tensions flaring. Well, these two teams are going we're going ham after that punt. All right, First down from the 8-yard line for the Packers, and they're just going to take a couple kneel downs and end it. So, one more kneel down by Malik Willis, and that will end the half. So the first half was boring, a defensive dominance battle. But the Packers lead it 6-0. Yeesh. Packers have had 3 red zone opportunities and couldn't turn a single one into touchdowns, while the Bears have had just 1. But the biggest development right now is that Jordan Love is still not returned. I'll keep an eye on the status, but may not be looking good. Bears will get the ball to start the second half. I'll be right back. I'm just going to mute up. Okay, I'm back. Get on the Switch here and see if I can get a quick game in here before the second half starts. Well, I couldn't get the game in quickly enough because, well, I was in the bathroom for a good majority of it. At least for the halftime break, but I digress. All right. Third quarter underway. Or actually, third quarter about to start. And the Bears will get the ball to start it. All right. So here we go. McManus to kick it away. And since I didn't say because I missed the start of it, away we go and we continue from Chicago. Here's the return. Devin Duvernay down to the 34. And that will be where the Bears will start their opening drive. All right, first down from the 34. Here is a handoff to DeAndre Swift, wrapped up for just a gain of 2. All right, put that up. All right, 2nd down and 9. Williams to Monangai with room to run. Kyle Monangai into Packers territory. Tight roping down the sideline, and he's going to get out of bounds. He got out of bounds at some point, but that's still a big play for Chicago. 1st down, Chicago. Oh, buddy. There's the big play the Bears were looking for. Good Lord. On 1st down, Swift looking for some running room, and it runs out fast. Down back at the 33-yard line. He's going to lose He's going to lose yards. Second down and 12. Williams throws incomplete. McKinney broke it up. And it brings up 3rd down. I believe Colston Loveland, the intended receiver. Oh! A dropped interception, dude. Wow. All right, 3rd down and 12. Williams tosses to Swift, a long way to go, and he'll be down at the 29-yard line, nowhere near 1st down yardage. So now the Bears will bring out their own field goal kicker for a chance to get on the board here. Cairo Santos lining up for a 46-yard attempt to get Chicago on the board. Good snap, good hold. Kick is up. And it's through. Even with the wind blowing to their right, the Bears are still able to get on the board. It's been a battle of all field goals. Man, Santos really had to kick that one way left just for it to curve back inward. Oh, it barely skidded that right upright, but it went through. Either way, Chicago's now on the board, 6-3 ball game. I don't know why I think. I don't know why I think the video I'm watching is hilarious as I make it seem. It really isn't. All right, here is the kickoff to the Packers. Touchback taken. Packers will start from their own 35. $212th meeting between these two teams. Wow. They've been going rush heavy on this offense. It's because of after the Love injury. They've gotten more run plays than passing plays. Let's see what they do on this drive. Willis is still out at quarterback. He has time on first down. Will throw. It's caught. Musgrave to the Bears' 38-yard line. Right off the bat. Malik Willis showing his stuff as the backup quarterback. Wow. All right, first down for the Packers from the 39 of the Bears. Jacobs nearly fumbles the handoff. And even so, he only picks up just 2 yards. Second and 7. They hand off to... Who the heck is that? Who the heck is 83? Williams. Not sure who it is on the roster, but... Savion Williams. Okay, that's who it is. All right, third down and 1. Willis looking to throw. It's caught by Musgrave, and he'll pick up the first down. On first down, Willis gets out of the sack attempt. Willis will run, tight-roping, and picks up another first down. And we have an injury on the Packers offense. Actually, 2 injuries. And these are big ones, 11 and 9. I know 9 is Christian Watson, who's leaning over in pain. But is Jaden Reed the other one? Yes, it is. Jaden Reed and Christian Watson are both hurt. Oh, good Lord. They already lost Love to an injury. They can't afford to lose anyone else. Oh, that's where the injuries came in. Reed and Watson both collided with each other after the play was over. That was how they ended up injured. Looks like they're both on the sideline right now. First down for the Packers from the 14. Handoff to Josh Jacobs. Takes it down to the 9. Oh, shoot. I left something in the bathroom. Hold on. Willis keeps it himself on 2nd and 5. He's going to be just short of the first down. Just got back in time to pick up the toothpick I had left there for scratching ears. Before anybody says anything, I'd rather do it with this than with my finger because that's disgusting. 3rd down and 1. Jesus. They pick up the first down. It's 1st and goal. We've seen this for a few drives for the Packers, but they have not been able to punch it in. Jeez. I stumble on the chair as I'm trying to get out of there and switch from my tennis shoes to my Crocs here. My feet a chance to cool down here. 1st and goal from the 4. Handoff, Jacobs will be denied. And the ball is out. The ball is on the ground. Who's got it? Officials need to get in the pile, figure out who's got it right now. This could be huge if the Bears recovered. There's still no signal on who's got it. It looks like the Bears got it. Yes, the Bears have it. Clearly that ball's out. Jacobs was never down when that ball came out. And the Bears get a goal line turnover. Wow. And unlike the last few drives where they've been forced to get field goals, this time around they get a turnover. However, it is under further review. Is under booth review to see if that was indeed a fumble, which I can confirm it is because they showed the replay. Jacobs was still on his feet. He was knocked down at all before that ball came out. So, ball clearly fumbled. Clearly the Bears are on it. This should be a turnover for them. And they should be taking over. All right, just bear with me here, folks. Okay, this is disgusting. I'm not going to get rid of that. Well, the ruling is confirmed. It is a fumble recovered by Chicago, so it's a first down. However, they're at their own 2-yard line. Here is Monangai. Monangai, room to run. First down at the 15-yard line, and they get breathing room. Kyle Monangai. First down for the 15. Back to Monangai as he gets a toss. Stumbling a little bit. And they rule him down for a gain of 3. Second and 7. Monangai, look out. Wrapped up. 2-yard loss. Third and 8. Toss to Moore. DJ Moore is going nowhere but backwards. He gets a gain of 5, but that is it. Stumbled backwards with the forward progress. Bears will have to punt this away. Here's the kick. Takes a bounce. And it'll be down at the 36. And that will be where the Packers will start their next drive with Malik Willis at the helm. I'll be right back. Switch to shorts because these pants are starting to get uncomfortable. All right, first down for the Packers from their own 36. Hand off to Emmanuel Wilson. Emmanuel Wilson with room to run picks up a first down at the 49. Wasting no time. All right, first down, reverse to Reed. And he'll be forced out of bounds for a gain of 6. And flags are down. False start on the Packers. Second and 9. Willis. Bobbled and still caught. Christian Watson back on the field, and he capitalizes. First down, Green Bay. How have I not gotten any water yet? Good Lord. Boys, throat's actually starting to hurt. First down from the 41. Wilson is going to pick up 6. I think I know why my voice is hurt, because prior to coming home to the game, I was losing my voice raging at Fortnite Reload. If you know, you know that it's basically the Call of Duty knockoff. And kept getting killed and killed and killed, and that caused me to go ballistic. What the heck? Gatorade cups are... Good Lord, I thought those were snowballs for a second, but good Lord, they got Gatorade cups flying across the field to the sidelines with how heavy the wind is. Yeesh. Second and 5, Wilson on the carry. Wilson still on his feet. Picks up 3. It'll be 3rd and 2. Oh, jeez. They just showed a replay of the Gatorade cups flying on the way. My God, everything's flying around in Chicago. These papers flying all over the place. Gatorade cups being blown by. Good Lord. Again, they don't call it the Windy City for nothing. 3rd down and 2. Willis throws it for Dobbs. He's got it. Touchdown, Packers! All the way home, and the Packers score the first touchdown of this game. How about Malik Willis connecting with Romeo Dobbs on the deep shot? Wow. Incredible. Beats Gardner Johnson in coverage. Oh boy, and there might be a flag thrown for taunting on Reed after Dobbs scored the touchdown. Throw up the graphic here just in case. Either way, though, there was a flag on Reed for taunting. And that's going to put the extra point 15 yards back. And that's big with how windy it is over in Chicago. So this extra point might be no gimme here for McManus. All right, so here's the extra point. Moved back 15 yards after the taunting penalty. The wind might play a factor in this. The snap, the hold, the kick is good. Packers take a 10-point lead, leading it 13-3. Time to see what the Packers can do in response here. Or what the Bears can do in response, excuse me. All right, here is the kick to the Bears. Now down by 10. Return. Down to the 30. And a flag down. And that's going to be coming back. A hold on Chicago. Yep, there it is. That replay angle showed it. All right. So the Bears will start their next drive after the penalty from their own 20-yard line. Final 27 seconds of the third quarter. Here's Swift. And number 4 just gets 4 yards. And the third quarter will come to an end. Now the Packers have scored the only touchdown of this game, and it was in the third quarter. Bears now looking to try to respond. They'll have a second down when the fourth quarter starts in just a moment. Was my mic muted when I called the field goal try? I'm gonna check the. I'm gonna rewind the. Stop popping off the chat, Jesus. Son of a. I'm done. I can't do it anymore. If I keep making simple mistakes like this, what good am I? How do I forget to unmute the microphone, man? Golly. As I was saying when the mic was muted, Santos makes a 51-yarder. It's a one-score game, and the Packers will take over. It's Betsy. Here's Emmanuel Wilson on the return. Takes it down to the 37. On first down, Willis will run. Malik Willis slides at the 41, takes a hit, and there are the flags. As Malik Willis slid for a gain of 3, a late hit was delivered to Willis. The flags are going to fly. Tack on an extra 15 yards for the unnecessary roughness. That is Brisker, number 9. Throwing an arm to Willis's helmet. Cannot make that kind of mistake. Gifting the Packers a first down and 15 yards closer to extending their lead. Bears have had 8 penalties called on them tonight for 90 total yards. Packers have only had just 3. Option play. Golden Golden on the run. Matthew Golden making his first play, at least that I've watched here of this stream, of this game. And he just gets 2 yards on the carry. Oh boy, we got another Packers offense injury. They're going to take an injury timeout. And it's the tight end, John Fitzpatrick. Getting carted off during the injury timeout. Second and 8 for the Packers from the Chicago 42. Willis looking. All kinds of time now running out. Now pressure starting to come in. Willis is going to run and slides close to the first down. He either picked it up or he was just shy by a yard. Third and 1. Give to Wilson. Gets the first down. Turned out he was short. They weren't short there. First down from the 32. Hand off to Emmanuel Wilson. Down to the 28. Second and 6. Back to Wilson. Wilson with a hole. Emmanuel Wilson down to the 15-yard line. First down, Packers. And the momentum for Green Bay keeps on chugging. First down from the 16. Toss to Reed on the reverse. And Reed is not going to get more than a single yard. The trickery won't fool Chicago on that one. Second and 8. They try another handoff, and that will not work. Emmanuel Wilson stuffed up. Again, might have picked up just a few yards, maybe one at best. With a win for the Packers, their chance to win a division would go up to 81%, but with a loss, it would fall down to 14%. Similar situation with the Bears. A win would put them up to 74% of a chance to win a division, while a loss would drop them down to 14%. So there's a lot at stake here for these two teams. Third down at 6 from the 13. Willis will throw. Reed is not going to get the first down. He only picks up 3 yards and gets tackled and forced out of bounds. And if you're the Packers, what do you do here? Looks like they're going to send out McManus. Going to go for the field goal to make the lead up to 2 scores again. All right, 28-yard attempt by McManus to make the lead back up to 10. And, looked like it wasn't going to be able to make it in, but he made it. It went through. It is good. Packers up 16-6, and the lead is back up to 2 scores and 10 points. And I just got the notification, although it was an hour ago, but Love, his night is done. Jordan Love suffered a concussion in the first half, so he is not coming back. All right, here's the kick to the Bears. Here's the return. Tripped up at the 33. Bears had burned a timeout. I did see that. First down for the 32. Williams will throw. Pass is caught by Cole Kmet. First down inside the 40. Bears going no huddle from the 43. Williams throws it incomplete. Intended for Monangai. Down to 4.5 left to go. Bears are running out of time to try to do something. Second down at 10. Williams throws, dropped! Zacchaeus was wide open! How does he not snag that? This dude's a veteran, too. How does he not catch this? You were wide open. You just let it bounce off of your hands. What the heck? He should have had that. That's their second drop pass tonight. 3rd and 10. Williams will run for it. He's got some room. Sliding for the first down. They will give it to him. First down, Bears at the Packers 47. And now LaFleur is going to throw the challenge flag as he thinks Williams was short. LaFleur strongly believes that Williams slid short of the first down marker. Well, they did indeed rule Williams short of the first down. So the challenge is successful. Williams is going to try to run again. He'll pick up the first down and a lot more at the 35. Fourth down for Chicago, not a problem for them as Williams continues to move the chains. Now from the 36. Williams just has to get rid of it. Was under a lot of pressure. Has not been able to handle that at all tonight. Second down for the 36. Williams throws incomplete. Intended for DJ Moore. And now a 3rd down and 10 coming up for Chicago. They need to convert this if they want to have any chance to stay in it. Third and 10. Williams looking. Pressure. In trouble. Flag is down. Williams out to his left. Will run. And he will be close to the first down, but this is going to depend on the penalty. It is coming back. Holding on Chicago. 10-yard penalty. 3rd down and 20 coming up. And now this 3rd down situation has gotten a lot tougher. Their 9th penalty on the night for 100 total yards. All the way back to the 46. 3:15 left in this game. Williams Will he even be able to heave it? No, he will not! He gets sacked! But another flag is down! Oh my God! It's a face mask! Brinson is gonna get flagged for a face mask! Face mask on Brinson! That is going to be a 15-yard penalty for the personal foul. Automatic first down for Chicago. As clear as day, just grabs the face mask of Williams as he was trying to run. First down, Bears. I'm watching Tom Grossi's annual December charity stream while calling this. Because damn it, I got to support the guy doing some chaotic good. First down from the 31 after the penalty. Williams throws it up, going for it all, incomplete. Tried to connect with Walker, slightly overthrew him out of his reach. .305 remaining, second down. Second down. Williams throws. Low catch made. Moaning guy will pick up what looked to be 5. It'll be third down. Well, actually, it was 6. 3rd and 4 from the 25. They are going no huddle. Williams throws. Caught! Colston Loveland inside the 20, but there's another flag down. And it's a legal shift on Chicago. It's coming back. DJ Moore flagged for the illegal shift. It's now going to be 3rd and 9 from the 30. Williams with time. Throws it to Moore. Will not have enough. Brought down at the 25. It'll be 4th down, and I think you would go for the field goal here if you're Chicago. And that's what they're going to do. Cairo Santos ready to line up. They're letting the clock run out before the 2-minute warning, but why are the Packers burning a timeout? Well, actually, no, they want the game to end. That's right. Why am I asking that? 43-yard attempts by Santos. The snap, the hold. Santos' kick is good. Curves the ball inward, right down the middle. And the Bears cut it within 7 with 1:59 remaining. And we are at the 2-minute warning. Oh, buddy. However, because the 2-minute warning just hit, the Bears just have 2 timeouts. They should have kicked it earlier. Boy, the Bears might have just made a costly mistake. They dilly-dallied as they were setting up for the field goal. The 2-minute warning had hit right as Santos made that field goal. They should have just snapped it immediately. Regardless of the result, you needed that stoppage. Now, a first down for Green Bay is pretty much going to seal it, but the Packers could very well be cruising their way to a victory here. And disaster all of a sudden striking in the Windy City. Oh, Lord. That decision to wait and kick the field goal. I understand you're trying to not fall under the pressure, but oh man, this may not end up well for the Bears here. They may get swept by Green Bay here. Here's the onside kick. Bobbled. It's on the ground. The kick is loose. The ball is live. Chicago's got it. Chicago recovers the onside. They're still alive. Dobbs fumbled on the onside kick, and the Bears recover. They are not dead yet. Dobbs had it and then lost it. He could have very well have ended it. But he could not secure it. And the Bears have life. Holy cow. Uh-oh, and now Dobbs is hurt. Oh, he must have taken some kind of a shot. He gets to the sideline under his own power, but good God. The first successful onside kick we've seen happen on stream. The Bears recover it, and they are not done yet. Oh, boy. 1:56 remaining, 2 timeouts. They've had 5 comeback wins in the final 2 minutes this season, tied for most all-time in a single season, and they're looking for number 6 right now. They take over from their own 47. Williams throws, caught by Kmet, down at the 50, but they can't dilly-dally here. They're going no huddle. Second and 7. Williams will throw. Loveland's got the catch. First down at the 40 of the Packers. Do they use a timeout here or do they hustle? They can't take too much time. The thing is, they have to score a touchdown and get the extra point just to send this to extras. Williams on first down. Wide open is Swift. Swift trying to break tackles. Picks up 9. And now they'll use one of their 2 timeouts remaining, as they'll have a 2nd and 1. Timeout taken by the Bears with 1:04 remaining. 2nd and 2 after the timeout. Williams throws it up. It's caught! Swift! And by Swift, I mean DJ Moore. DJ Moore with the catch at the 12. First down, Chicago. Again, going no huddle. 43 seconds. They've got plenty of time. Williams throws. Caught by Loveland. Should not have stepped out. You don't want to give the Packers time if you end up scoring here. Wow, I originally thought it was Swift, but then I saw the number of 2, and it was DJ Moore. Wow. What a snag by DJ Moore. "36 seconds left. It becomes a 2nd and 4. If the Bears can somehow pull this off and send this to overtime, this could get crazy. On 2nd down, Williams, end zone, overthrows Zaccheaus. Incomplete, 32 seconds remain, and a 3rd and 4 situation coming up. Genuinely surprised they did not run the ball on 2nd down. Could very well try to get yardage. I think you've done better on the run than on the air. You've done better running the ball than throwing it. 3rd and 4, pressure coming on Williams. He throws it away. The Packers brought out a blitz, and it works again. So now it all comes down to this. They cannot take a field goal here. 4th down and 4, 28 seconds left. They have got to go for this. Just hoping my throat will work with me here. 4th and 4, game on the line from the 6. Williams under pressure. End zone. Caught. Touchdown, Chicago. Ja'Day Walker. The Bears did it. Ja'Day Walker wide open for the touchdown. 1 foot, 2 foot down, control is secured. That is a touchdown. The Bears have done it. And wisely, they go for the tie. Here's the extra point by Santos. We are all tied up. Ja'Day Walker, the current hero in Chicago. He has given the Bears hope. We are all tied up at 16 with just under 30 seconds left. But now the Packers have all 3 of their timeouts, and they have a chance to get into field goal range. Oh, boy. Now, the ideal thing is, if you're Chicago, do not take a touchback. Kick it in the landing zone, force the Packers to return it, and burn clock out. Do not kick this deep. And they do not. Return from the 5 as the clock will tick. On the return, brought down to the 27. Smart play. There you go. They don't make the stupid decision of kicking it into the end zone for a touchback or kicking it deep. They wisely kick it into the landing zone. So there were 24 seconds left. 7 seconds come off of it. So there are 17 left in regulation. Packers have to get into field goal range. Oh, got to get possession back to Green Bay. Can't forget that. Here we go. First down from the 27. Can Malik Willis deliver them a game-winning drive? Nope! Not when he's getting sacked! Not when he takes a sack! Josh Sweat comes in huge! And that'll end regulation. We are going to overtime in this NFC North clash. Oh boy. Malik Willis takes a sack at the worst time as Josh Sweat comes home and ends regulation. This game is going to overtime. I'm going to listen in on the coin toss. The Bears won the toss, and they are going to get the ball second. Green Bay will start with it. Remember, because of the new overtime rules, each team will have an opportunity to possess the ball. So if you win the toss, it's ideal in this case that you kick it and defer. So the Packers are going to start with it. Let's give each team their 2 timeouts they're entitled to. And here we go, overtime yet again. This is crazy. The second game we've done in this Week 16 slate, and it's heading to overtime, just like the Rams and Seahawks game. I wasn't sure if these 2 divisional battles were going to head into extras, but they both have. With the Rams-Seahawks, I can understand. That one is would have been a tight battle for both of those teams. Between these 2, I didn't expect it. But against all odds, Chicago recovers an onside kick. They score the tying touchdown. And the Bears defense comes up with a huge play at the best time with Josh Sweat getting a sack on Malik Willis. And now, this game is going into overtime. Oh, buddy. All right. Here we go. Overtime in Chicago. We're off. On the return, down to the 21. All right. Malik Willis stepping back out. Did take a bit of a shot on the sack to end regulation, but now he's got to get back out there and try to give the Packers life here. First down from the 21. Give to Emmanuel Wilson. Wrapped up for just a gain of 3. Brings up second down and 7. This one, I figure it's 4-down territory. Even deep in your own territory, you cannot punt this away. 2nd and 7 from the 24. Willis with time. Throws to his right. It's caught. Jaden Reed. First down at the Chicago 45. Packers move the chains already with a big play. First down from the Chicago 45. Play clock winding down. Handoff to Williams on the reverse, and he only gets 3. Savion Williams only gets 2 on the reverse. It's an option play. Williams actually picked up 3. Eight minutes remaining and counting in overtime, but they can take their time being in Bears territory. 2nd and 7 from the 42. Willis throws. It's going to be caught. Emmanuel Wilson gets 6. Just short of the first down. It'll be 3rd and 1. Tavian Wicks. I thought it was Reed, but it was Ontavian Wicks. 3rd down and 1 from the 36-yard line. Need to get to the 35. And a timeout taken. Oh. Packers burn their first of 2 timeouts in this overtime period, avoiding the delay of game. Packers would have snapped it in time. Third down and 1. Willis will try to run. He's denied. Denied the first down. Blasted by the Chicago defense. up himself. The Bears were ready, laid the hammer on Malik Willis to stop him from getting the first down. And it's 4th down. What do they choose to do? They are going for it. This is a risky decision. 4th and 1 from the 36. The snap is fumbled. The snap is fumbled. They didn't get it. Denied. The Bears get the stop. They fumble the snap. They cannot get back on it in time to pick it up. And the Bears get a turnover on downs. The Bears are still in business. And now we're in sudden death, baby. Next score wins. The Bears take over. Snap was fumbled. No chance to pick it up after that. Bears have it at the 36. They take over. Here's Williams, flushed out to his right. All kinds of time now, getting rushed. And he has to throw it away. Once the pressure got to him, there was nothing he could really do. Again, with the Packers not able to pick up the first down, it's next score wins. We are in sudden death situation here in this game, in this overtime period, for the rest of it. 2nd down, give to Swift. Swift trying to power through. He'll get 6. The ball comes out, but they rule him down at the 43. They rule him down by contact. And now they say it's Packer ball. They rule it a fumble recovered by Green Bay. Let's see. He's down. His back is down on the ground. His back is still on the ground. The ball does not come out until his back is on the ground. He is down. He is down. He is down. Swift was down by contact. They avoid a disaster. His back is on the ground. That is easily down by contact. They keep possession. 3rd down and 3. Hand off to Monaghan. Monaghan with the first down. Past midfield. Into Packers territory. They keep it moving. 1st down. Oh, buddy. On 1st down, Williams, pressure. Williams gonna go deep, going for more. He's got it! Touchdown! Ball game! It is over! DJ Moore for the win! The Bears win it in overtime! That's it, folks. It's done. The Bears win it in overtime. The series is split. And the Bears have sole control of first place in the NFC North. What a catch with Nixon putting his hands in Moore's face while he caught it. Unbelievable. What a game. But it is the Bears that pull it out in overtime. Holy cow, what a game. Wow. Wow, man, what a game. They did it. Revenge is so sweet for the Bears right now. Wow. You can't make this up, folks. What a game this was. What an ending. DJ Moore to win it at the end. Holy Toledo. And for the Packers, valiant effort, even with Love going down with a concussion and Malik Willis taking over the backup quarterback position. He kept them very well in it. But so many miscues on that on that opening drive of overtime. Not being able to pick up a first down on a 4th and 1. The fumble on the snap. And gifting Chicago the opportunity to win it. And they capitalized. But there you have it. Folks, that's it. The Bears win it in overtime and have sole possession of first place in the NFC North and have control and are in the playoffs. What a game this was to witness. Holy cow. You literally can't make this up, guys. This was a hell of a game to watch. I'm amazed I even still have a voice after all this. Wow. I'm in disbelief, guys. Wow. Wow. So, folks, that's going to do it for this live stream. The Bears pull it out at the end in overtime and take down the Packers to split the series 22-16. Oh, wow. Incredible, man. So, let's take a look at the remaining schedule for each of these two teams before we end things off for the night. So, the Packers will return home next Saturday. They're going to have another Saturday night game as they will be hosting the Baltimore Ravens. Then, they wrap up the season at Minnesota as they face the Vikings. As for the Bears, they will have a Sunday nighter next Sunday in Week 17 as they face the 49ers. And then they wrap up their season at Detroit. No, hosting Detroit. Hosting Detroit. So the Packers have the Ravens next Saturday night, while the Bears have the 49ers on the following Sunday night in Week 17. Folks, that's going to wrap things up for this game. Thank you all so much for watching and joining me on what has been a crazy game as the Bears split the series with the Packers, 22-16, the final. Now, here's the thing. Well, I am scheduled to do Steelers-Lions tomorrow afternoon. I will have to go to a meetup with the members of my church choir. So they're after the mass that we have. So we're probably gonna be prepping for the Christmas mass this coming Thursday morning. So there is a chance that we may have a late start to the Steelers-Lions stream, but I will try my best to start on time. But of course, no promises. With that being said, though, I have to go to bed and I got to prepare myself for tomorrow and recover from what has been a crazy game. I'm not even a fan of either one of these teams, and this was crazy to watch. Coming from a Cowboys fan, this was entertainment all throughout. It was a hospital to watch. My heart was racing in anticipation, trying to see who was going to win it. Congratulations to the Bears. They get their revenge. They split the series and control their path to the division title. So, we'll see y'all tomorrow. Again, can't promise I'll start the Steelers-Lions stream on time, but we'll just see. Till then, I'm JC signing off for now, saying thanks for watching. Have a safe weekend, and let's meet back here tomorrow as we continue what has been a chaotic week of football, week number 16 of the NFL season for 2025. Peace out, everybody. What a game!